Welcome, juicers. Welcome to another episode of Spirit Juice No Additive. I haven't been on here for a couple of weeks. Just coming back because I came across this story that I thought you guys would be very interested in. I come in after work and I watch YouTube and I see constantly videos of men murdering or deleting because of domestic abuse. Domestic abuse is rising to a point where it's just ridiculous. It's just uncalled for, unheard. It's just, what is going on? It's just crazy to me that men are taking out women in droves, droves. And it stems from dysfunctional relationships. And that's something I think this channel should really focus on is establishing functional relationships and realizing that we come to relationship dysfunctional. So it's not all about the other person that we come in contact with. We have to do self inventory after each and every relationship that we go to. We cannot point the finger at someone else. We have to always look at self because we carry ourselves into the next relationship. Now, this relationship, this man killed his 2-year-old daughter. He went to her job, the child from daycare, took the child with him to Walmart of the mother, and told her that he wanted the passcode. And him the password. But that wasn't enough. He wasn't focusing on the password. He wasn't focused on his agenda. Was in the phone that stormed out of Walmart without the password with the child and went home and hit the baby over the head and went on FaceTime and choked the phone and showed her what he was doing just to get back at her because of so-called cheating. Let's get into the story and see Let me get that footage back on here. For some reason, it's not coming up. Uh, Hold on. Here we go.
Flanagan took his daughter, Zavea, from a daycare, got into a fight with her mother, and led police on a chase. Flanagan faced a murder, never have gotten to this point.
And I told them over and over and over that something was wrong. They could have at least tried to find. find him or check it out.
The Harris County
Oh God. This is so crazy. Why is it this working? There we
calls
go.
in the days leading up to Monday's incident. Nearly a week ago, they say the
Oh God. My goodness.
DA's office declined to press charges due to insufficient evidence. The DA's office says no determination on charges was made and asked the deputy to investigate it further. Deputies responded again days later. This time, the DA's office says it never heard from the deputy. Amy Smith from the Harris County Domestic Violence Coordinating Council says these cases can be difficult.
Sometimes there's a lot of incidents that don't rise to the level of a criminal prosecution, but it's good to get these things documented.
Smith says it's important to keep calling and be your biggest advocate.
And that means, giving them every information that you think is relevant. And even if they don't ask for it, give them text messages, give them emails, give them what's been said on social media.
The toddler's mother says she shared text messages.
Let's look at this other story.
In North Harris County. He had their 2-year-old daughter, Zavea Marie, who had just been dropped off at daycare in his arms, and he began screaming at Watson.
He just wanted my phone. He's screaming at me, cursing me out, telling me, what's the passcode? Tell me the passcode or she's going to get it. And I'm telling him the passcode, and I'm telling him it over and over and over. But at the end of the day, I guess it just wasn't enough.
After he took off with Zavea in hand, police say Flanagan took deputies on a 30-mile chase. The car eventually came to a stop on Stubner Airline Drive near Veterans Memorial, where officers took Flanagan into custody uninjured. But little Zavea required CPR until Life Flight arrived. She died at the hospital.
She was just such a happy baby, and I just know she's at peace.
Watson says in the week leading up to this incident, she had to contact police on 3 different occasions about Flanagan, but she was told there was nothing they could do.
The first day he took my child, I was giving her a bath in the tub. He stormed in and he took her out the tub. She wasn't even dressed, and he just took her out the house and drove away in a car. We've been going our separate ways. And I let him be, but he couldn't let me be. He couldn't let me be happy. He couldn't let me move on with my life.
This family now sharing their story, hoping it helps someone else.
And I wonder about how many others Zaveas is around the world right now, around the United States right now, that's having the same problem. That's in the city, that's in the state. We got to help one another.
Now that suspect is charged with murder. He was set to appear in court today, but waived his right to appear. I can tell you that a judge set his bond at $1 million. That's for this family. They do have a fundraiser set up to help with funeral expenses. You can head over to my Facebook and Twitter pages, Gabby Hart News, for more information on that. Of course, we will stay on top of this story and bring you all of your updates right here. For now, I'm live in downtown Houston. Gabby Hart, Fox 26 News.
Okay, we had a rough start, but let's kind of read through what actually happened, because we had a rough start with this. But apparently, a bond was doubled on Wednesday during a court appearance for a father charged with murder in his 2-year-old daughter death after a 30-mile chase and squat standoff. The original magistrate set a $1 million bond for DeAndre Flanagan on Tuesday, though the suspect did not appear in probable cause court. However, the judge increased the suspect bond to $2 million during Wednesday's hearing. Prosecutors with the Harris County District Attorney's Office said it's possible his charges could be upgraded as well. The family of the 2-year-old Savea Flanagan, including the girl's mother, Kirsten Watson, told ABC 13 that she had concerns about their safety for several days before the standoff unfolded. It's a horrible case. It's every parent's nightmare, every mother's nightmare. In this case, with Miss Watkins, Gilbert Saftel with the child fatality section of the DA's office said. Saftel said prosecutors asked the judge to reconsider Flanagan's bond amount and increase it to $5 million due to the threat he poses to the community. Still, the judge decided on a $2 million instead. Defense attorneys argue that due to Flanagan's financial resources, $5 million will essentially be no bond for him, which is unconstitutional in Texas. Basically, this is a horrible story. This is a man trying to get back at this woman to basically destroy her, because he knew that this baby meant a lot to her, that she loved. This is her only 2-year-old child, and that she loved this child. We have to be cognitive nowadays of the men that we get involved with. We have to do our due diligence to make sure and really look at the past of the person that we get involved with. We have to wait and ask the necessary questions and see people in different environments. We can't fall into relationship and involve our loved ones with people that we don't know, that we have not seen several dimensions and sides of this person. This is very sad and tragic that she fell in love with this man and they bore this child, and that he would use this child as a weapon to get back at her because his perceived notion that she cheated. He went to her job with the child and took her out of daycare after the mother had just dropped the child off at daycare, took the child into Walmart where she worked, got into a screaming match, took the phone from the mom, asked for the passcode over and over and over, and told her if she don't give him the password, he's going to hurt the child. He must have not believed that she was giving him the right passcode, because he took the child and stormed out of Walmart, went somewhere, got on FaceTime, had hit the child over the head, and started choking the child on FaceTime while the mom was watching. The mom was pleading for him to stop. But he kept going. He kept doing it. And until he killed the child. They went on a high-speed chase. They caught him, and they airlifted the child to the hospital where the child eventually died. That's the nutshell of the story. This story is playing out all over America. This story of domestic violence and fatalities due to people entering into relationship in a time where people are really not who they say they are. And we're not doing our due diligence to find out who it is we are letting into our intimate space. We have got to spend more time and effort in getting to know the people that we know, that we want to get involved with, and also getting out of abusive relationships sooner, because so many mothers are being taken away from their children because of ignorance. Insecure men with mental health issues. You have got to know the person that you are laying down with and having kids with nowadays. You have got to know the person that you are entering into relationships with. You cannot take the chance your own livelihood as well as someone else's that you bring into their lives. We can't take for granted that we are sleeping with who we say this person is. Now more than ever before, people are picking up guns and killing women in droves. This is ridiculous. Forget about mass shootings. Forget about gun violence, black on black gun violence. My goodness, look close to home in your own relationships where people are erupting. We are living in a very traumatic time in life. And we have got to take care of our mental health. We have got to, invest in our own mental health and the ones that we love. If you see behaviors that are suspicious, that are not conducive to a healthy environment, then you have to advocate for mental health or an assessment or remove yourself from the equation. I am not going to keep you guys too long. This is a horrific story. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. This is Spirit Juice No Additives with Edward. Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. This is a very important issue, and that if you guys like these type of stories, give me the thumbs up. Okay? Hit that like button in Jesus' name. Bye.